Alright guys, welcome to round 3 of the store championship that I played in the other week. Now this is going to be another Law versus Zoro player. I'm on the Law obviously, and then I'm up against Zoro. So hopefully we don't get double fire-fisted this game. But we have chosen to keep our hand going, I think it's first in this game. We might have lost the dice roll, I'm not too sure. I didn't actually see it at the start of this video. But we are on the play, so we're going to go ahead and play the Nami. And we're going to look at the top 5. We're going to go ahead and add a 4-cost Brook to our hand, and we're going to go ahead and pass there. So, the Zoro player goes ahead and gets 2 Don, plays a White Bay and a Chopper. Interesting. White Bay is actually a pretty cool card, just for the fact that she can attack active characters. So, it does help with a lot of different situations, but we do swing with Law, and we go ahead and get rid of the Chopper, and then he goes ahead and also, we go ahead and play the Vista to kill the White Bay as well, putting the Zoro player back a bit because he chose to block. He goes ahead and swings 5 with the Zoro, and we're going to go ahead and counter out the second swing with the character Zoro that he played. We're going pretty fast this game, guys. So we're going to go ahead and drop the Otama, decreasing the Zoro, swinging 3 into the Zoro with the Vista. And then we're going to pay 1 to play a Nami, looking at the top 5, adding a Nico Robin to hand. Very strong card. If we've got the 5-cost Law as well, it's going to be very strong. So we go ahead and swing for 5 into the Zoro. Very nice for us. And we're going to see what we do from here now. Do we have another 1-drop to play? No, we're going to pay 3 to go ahead and play the Nico Robin, and we're going to probably pass there. So go ahead and pass. He's on 6 Don for himself now, which is pretty good for him. But we've got a Nico Robin that's going to be very nice, and also the Vista. So let's see what we do, because we've actually established quite a good board very early on. We haven't got the 5-drop Law, which is kind of upsetting, but he does go ahead and swing 5 into the Vista. He's going to pay 4 to go ahead and Jet Pistol the Nico Robin. Okay, so he's broken apart our board a bit, and he plays a Chopper and passes. And he leaves 1 Don out for potentially a Guard Point or a Radical Beam. So we're going to drop a Nami, and we're going to add a Zoro off the top 5. We're going to play a Bonnie, and we're going to use the Bonnie to look at the top 5. To hopefully add a block a lot. No, we added another Bonnie. Not what we want to see, but isn't terrible. So what we're going to do next, we've got 4 Don to play with. We're going to rest 2, returning the Bonnie, probably to play that Zoro. And yet we do play the Zoro. We swing for 5 into lead. Okay, he's going to counter for 2. Okay, so it seems he doesn't have any 1k counters in hand. And what we're going to do with this last 2 Don, we're going to put 1 onto our Law, swing into life, and we're going to use 1 trashing the Otama to go ahead and play a Chopper. Okay, so free life to free life, good. This is a good situation. He still has the blocker Chopper as well. He's on 8 Don now. Lots of things that he could potentially do. So we're gonna see where this is gonna go. But we've got all like a whole board of like anniversary cards. He's got the anniversary Zoro on his board. We've got like 3 Nami anniversary cards and 1 Chopper. This is a very pretty board. Like if only that Zoro was all art as well on my board, it would look beautiful. So he goes ahead and pays 3 to go ahead and put the Zoro on the board with 1 Don under his leader Zoro. So he's currently got 2 6Ks to swing with. And what's he going to do? Because it looks like he's contemplating putting more Don onto the Zoro that he just played, so he can go ahead and deal with it. And sorry that the camera's shaking a bit, guys. We weren't the only ones on the table. So he's going to go ahead and swing 7 into the Zoro. We go ahead and let that die. And then he's going to swing 7 into life, which we just choose to take. And he's got 2 Don left to use as he pleases. So we go ahead and get our Don. We draw for turn with a full board, which is pretty good. Like literally we just need to put 1 character down and we have everything, and we play a Dadan, which is nice, and we go ahead and get the Otama, which is good. We now have more counter in our hand. We're going to rest 2 to go, well, we're going to play 1 to go ahead and play the Otama that we just added, and then we're going to swing, well, decreasing the Zoro, and then swing 3 into the Zoro. He's going to go ahead and Red Hawk a Nami. Okay, Red Hawk's in his build. That's actually a card that I've been seeing coming back ever since Radical Beam got, well, limited, so it's actually pretty good. So we swing 3 into the Zoro again with the Nami. Will he choose to protect the Zoro? He does choose to protect the Zoro. We go ahead and play the Bonnie, resting 2 to look at the top 5. We hit a blocker Law. Very nice, very nice. So we can go ahead and shambles that out now. We're going to swing 5 into the Zoro. He's going to block it. Then we're going to rest 2 to go ahead and return a Nami. Playing the Law, and then using the Law to return the Bonnie, and then we just Vista away the Zoro anyway, because it is on 3 from decreasing with the Otama. So that's good. We were able to clear the Zoro. We wasted cards in his hand. Like, that's always really, really strong. So let's go ahead and see what the Zoro player is going to do next. Like, his board's empty. We've got a full board. Does he have like a Fire Fist or something yet? No, he plays the Buggy. And he's going to look at the top 5 of his deck. What's he going to add from the top 5? And he gets a jet pistol, so that's going to go ahead and deal with the law, obviously. That's going to be very, very annoying. But we still have the blocker, so it's fine. So he goes ahead and does kill the law. Now, what I would assume is he goes ahead and swings into the Bonnie here, right? That's what I would assume. Because, like, deals with the Bonnie, then is able to just kill other things on the board. We can't then get to a blocker law, but we do have the chopper, though, so we could just protect the Bonnie with the chopper. But he also could have a Vista. So he goes ahead and puts 1 onto the Zoro, and he swings 6, I believe, into the Bonnie. And we just let the Bonnie die. Okay, so he goes ahead and plays a Nico Robin, which is very strong on his board. And we're going to just go ahead and put our cards back on rest and see where we go from here. Okay, what's the play? So we play Otama, decreasing the Robin. Do we have a way to... Okay, and we're going to go ahead and use a Bonnie. Hopefully we hit a law there. No, we hit Basil Hawkins. But it's fine because we can still go ahead and use the Shambles, return the Vista, then replay the Vista to kill the Nico Robin. So, what is the play we're going to do? So we're going to rest 2, returning the Otama, and we're going to just go ahead and Shambles out into the law. That's good. So we did have the law anyway. We're going to swing 5 into life. We're going to swing another 5 into life. And we're just going to pass there. Something we could have done is... we swung 7 into life. Something we could have done is, though, we could have put 2 onto the Vista before bouncing it, but I feel like that could have potentially hit a trigger, which would have been kind of bad, so that might be the reason why we didn't do it. But he goes ahead and plays a Nami now to look at the top 5 to potentially add a Straw Hat Pirate to the hand. Okay. He goes ahead and he tries to add a Fire Fist, but you can't do that. So he looks at the bottom 5 just to see if there's anything else he wants to add instead, because that was illegal. So what does he add instead? Like, there's a lot of cards he could potentially add. Like, I saw there was a Radical Beam, a Chopper there. Like, he does have the options on things he can add there. So what does he want to get instead? Because you can't add Fire Fist with Nami. It's a Whitebeard Pirates card. But he does add a Radical Beam. Good for him. So he's got one of the one-offs in the game. He's going to put 1 onto the Zoro. And he's probably going to end up swinging into either the Bonnie or the Nami, right? Like, even though he's on 1 life, he could try to make a push, though. Because, like, he's on 1 life, we're on 2, we have a full board, we've got lots of cards in hand. Like, right now, us as the law player is just way, way too far ahead. Like, I say Fire Fist is a great card against law. It's an absolutely insane card, and this is why it kind of needs to be in the game, because it keeps law in check. So, yeah. But let's see, the Zoro player is going to go ahead and put the 1 Don on his Zoro. And what's he going to do? What's he going to play? Looks like he's just contemplating, because he does have to think very carefully here. So he's going to go ahead and put a ton of Don from the looks of it on this buggy, maybe? Like, what's the play here? I don't know. I don't know where he could go. Because, like, it looks like he's currently thinking really hard. He can't... Putting it on the Nami doesn't help. So I think he's definitely going to put it on the buggy, because he can't swing with that Nami. I think I tell him that you can't swing with the Nami because of you played that this turn, and I'm fine with letting him take it back, guys. Like, this is still a tour. This is a store championship, but like, I'm in a position where I don't mind. Plus, mistakes do happen. So he does go ahead and swing 6. I'm not sure where he swung the 6. It might have been into the Bonnie, and we just choose to block. Okay, so we go ahead and block that, preventing that from hitting our life. And what's he going to do with the rest of his cards? He's got a lot of Don left. He's got the Zoro lead to swing with still. He's going to rest 1 to play a Makino. Okay, interesting choice. It might have been better for him to do that before, so he can go ahead and boost the buggy. So where does he want to go with this then? I don't know why you would play the Makino there. Like, that's an interesting place to play. Like, I think you would prefer to keep that as counter in hand right now. So he's going to rest some Don from the looks of it. He's in a very tight situation right now. So I think he has to just think about his plays very carefully. And it looks like he has maybe like 2 cards left in hand. He can't swing with the Nami. He played it this turn. Oh, but what? I let him do it. I must have forgotten because of the amount of time it took for him to think. Oh, okay. So there's a little cheat there. But, yeah, like, that's just my mistake. I completely forgot as well. Because, like, this turn did go on for quite a bit, so he was thinking quite hard, making sure what he could do. But that's definitely about my bad. Like, I lost a Bonnie because of that. I lost a Bonnie because of that. Oh well. We're going to see where he goes from here, though. He's going to go ahead and put 2 onto the lead. 4 onto the lead, so he's swinging for 9 into the Nami. Okay, so he kills the Nami. I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't catch that. Like, I catched it the first time, I think, but then I was just like, no, you can't swing it that. You played it this turn. But then later on, I'm just like, completely forgot. Okay. So, we're going to see what we do from here on. Like, we've got a lot of stuff. We've got the lore. He's got no blockers as well. So, we're going to see how we play this. We're going to play the Nami. Look at top 5. Add a Zoro. Okay. Where are we going from here? Resting free? No, we're just going to swing 5 into life. He's going to go ahead and take it. He goes ahead and Red Hawks, decreasing my lore blocker by 10k, which is a lot. A massive, massive amount. Okay, so it looks like we're just thinking how we want to do this now. We go ahead and put 2 onto the Vista, swing into life. He goes ahead and Radical Beams that. We rest free to play the Zoro. We put 2 onto the Zoro, and that is game, guys. So this was a very good game, and it does actually teach us one thing, guys. Like, when we're up against an opponent, make sure you remember what characters were played on the turn they were played. Like, clearly there, I did catch it the first time, but then it was like, oh no, I made a mistake. I didn't catch it the second time because he played it previously on the turn. But it's just like, sometimes that does happen, guys. Just make sure you always remember what character was played and when, because if you don't, mistakes like that can happen and you can lose out quite a bit. But guys, that was the game. I hope you did enjoy. There is one more round of this tournament, so I will see you in round 4, the final round. See you in the next one, guys.